anti-reflection coatings, a very integral part of your optical lens. The basic understanding of an anti-reflection coating is that it reduces reflections, allowing more clear vision and sharpness to your daily eyesight needs. Until now, we have had anti-reflection coatings which had a tiny residue of color. Some had blue, some had green, and some have gold. But the major question that always remained is the fact that can we have an anti-reflection coating which is as good as invisible? Well, Crizal from Essilor has come up with something which is almost nearly there. And today, I'm going to run a few tests on this coating as well as its previous generation coatings to make a comparison and show you how it works. Let's get started. What you see right here is the Crizal Rock coating on a sample lens. I want you to notice the reflections and the color and the intensity of light coming off that color on this coating. You will notice that it's quite visible. On one hand, you have the color part, and the other hand, you have the intensity part of the coating as well. This is something that vision scientists have been trying to balance over a period of time. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to quite make it. The closest that they have ever been is this here. As you can still see, there is a little bit of color, a bluish tinge in this particular coating. This is the Crizal Sapphire coating, which has been until now the best. So what makes Crizal Natural Look different? Well, it has an additional technology. Now don't get me wrong, Crizal Sapphire HR has been also a really good coating as well. It has a great scratch resistance, which is included in Crizal Rock, the green anti-reflection coating, as well as Crizal Sapphire HR, the bluish anti-reflection coating. High resistance technology is basically a scratch resistance treatment that is provided to these coatings. In addition, Crizal Sapphire HR has something as what we call the multi-angular technology. In multi-angular technology, you will notice that the coating has an even amount of reflection resistance, which is, if you notice it from any particular angle, it looks very much the same. So what makes Crizal Natural Look coating so different? Well, if you take a look at it right here, the reflections coming off are extremely mild. In addition, there is almost no residual color of the anti-reflection coating that is visible. In addition to the multi-angular technology, it has something as what Essilor calls the advanced aesthetics technology. As the name suggests, the lens looks extremely aesthetic, cosmetically great. Unlike the green anti-reflection coating that you see over here, which has a brilliant green ring, and if you move it at different angles, it basically looks like it has different hues and brightness of the coating. As you can notice, I have all three samples of the Crizal Rock, the Crizal Sapphire HR, and the Crizal Natural Look coating. Notice what happens when I hold this in front of a bright light source. You can still see that the coating tint is visible and the brightness differs as you move it side to side and look at it from different angles. This is the Crizal Sapphire HR, and what you will notice is, in spite of the multi-angular technology where the reflections will look consistent, there still is a very bright residual tint, and especially the ring that you see here from my ring light is visible, and the brightness of the ring light is quite apparent. Now this is what exactly bothers patients and eyeglass users, is the fact that the anti-reflection coating still shows up in some way or the other. And this is where the Crizal Natural Look comes into the picture. Notice the residual tint, it's almost invisible. And the intensity of the residual tint when you are making it face bright light is extremely low. It almost looks like there is no anti-reflection coating at all. And this is what makes this coating so different. The residual tint color, as you can see in the Crizal Rock green anti-reflection coating, the greenish tint is very much visible. In the Sapphire HR, you will see it as a slight bluish tinge. Now, the intensity of the bluish tinge is very much visible here as well. And thirdly, what we have here is the Crizal Natural Look coating. Notice right here how subtle is the reflectance coming off. Now, when it comes to the cleaning properties and the scratch resistance properties, Crizal Natural Look and Crizal Sapphire HR are almost equal. Crizal Natural Look and Crizal Sapphire HR have the same base coatings, which means that the scratch resistance properties, the water repellent properties as well are of the same grade. The biggest difference is the fact that Crizal Natural Look has this incredible, almost invisible anti-reflection coating residue color, which makes it so aesthetic, and you will already notice it. How bothering is the fact that my ring light is visible on my spectacle lens. So for people who are looking out for something which is extremely subtle, has little or no reflections or residual color at all, people who create content or are simply annoyed by their anti-reflection coating colors, Crizal Natural Look is the best option to go for. Not only does Crizal Natural Look from Essilor give you a more aesthetic view, it increases the visibility and the transparency of the lens as well overall. And this helps people to get the maximum benefit of their optical lenses as well. Crizal Natural Look is now available across all lens products of Essilor. I hope you found this video to be useful. It takes a lot of effort to make these videos and get you clinically accurate and reliable information. However, 90% of viewers have not subscribed yet. I'll really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. It really motivates us to make better videos. I hope today's video was useful to you. Share it with people who are annoyed with the current anti-reflection coating and are looking for a wonderful solution. Until the next time, bye-bye.